Hey everybody, Brickette here showing how to unlock all 14 characters in Bright Lights Plaza plus a secret police shield in Lego City Undercover. Thanks to Itzy Sean YT, Ozone Tot 0704, Bradley Sanderson, Rachel Grimwade, and
Natasha Stoyanidou
for requesting it. Sorry about that, Natasha. I needed some help pronouncing your name. If you don't smash into the bus stop up there by the disguise booth, you can jetpack off it for a few characters.
How could she?
The first character token I'll get in Bright Lights Plaza is the Paparazzo by building the disguise booth. The Paparazzo is in the civilian service category and costs 2,000 studs. There's the disguise booth in Bright Lights Plaza. Now I'm going to get the James Curry character token. For these bouncy things, it's best not to use the jetpack or the farmer disguise. Hold the jump button to go up higher. James Curry is a criminal and costs 10,000 studs. We get the Disco Dude character token up there and to the right. When you drop down here with the right button, hold the left stick towards the wall so you don't fall. Ha! I rhymed. For me, it was very hard to see these hurdles because of the angle and the glare on the glass. At the end is a teleporter that's also very hard to see.
What's going on?
Disco Dude is a special one in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs. We need some dynamite for Lizard Man.
What?
Whoops.
Hi there.
We have to bust up 3 Lego sets and build them. The first one looks like a rocket. The second one is a sailboat, or ship. And the third looks like an alligator, but I guess it could be a lizard because of the red tongue sticking out, and because we get Lizard Man from it. Lizard Man is a special 2 in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs. We can get Ste Bate and the Zombie on the way to unlocking the free run. Ste is short for Steven. I found out that Ste Bate is a senior lead Lego models artist at PP Games Studio. This is kind of tricky. If I'm not in the center, I could fall.
That's it.
I found it works better not to jump here, just kind of walk into the ladder. The same thing with this wall. I just walked into it. Ah, I'm stuck. If you're on the Wii U, you'll get Chris Wyatt instead of Ste Bate. He's also a resident and costs 2,000 studs. Ste Bate is a resident in the civilian category and costs 2,000 studs. Here's a small super brick. If we keep going up, we can get the zombie character token. Also, we can unlock the free run for the cheerleader. Zombie is a special one in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs. Now I'll unlock the free run for the cheerleader. We can also get the pig while we're up here. I'll just use it for transportation right now. Here's one of 2 pink color swappers in Bright Lights Plaza that we need to get Eddy JoJo. Unless you have the super color gun red brick. I'll get Eddie after I do the free run for the cheerleader, which is right here.
Why did I have to choose a diet that stops me eating chocolate?
Clock number 1 of 8. Wow! We have to collect them all to beat the free run and get the cheerleader. Clock number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Didn't I just do all this? Number 7. And number 8. The cheerleader is a special one in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs. Here's where we get dumped off after the free run across the street from the Lego store. Now I'm going to get Eddy JoJo by painting 3 ice cream machines pink.
Sorry, police business.
We need a pink color swapper for 3 ice cream machines. Like right here.
I must get to the shops by 4.
Here's another pink color swapper. The other one is up this street on the left by the theater. Here's the first ice cream machine to paint pink. We'll need some more dynamite to get into the building where the next ice cream machine is.
There's never any good ones. Only great ones.
I need to get back onto the case.
There's another ice cream machine in there. There's a water cooler here for Ryan McLaughlin. I'll come back to it a bit later.
Whoa! Another fine day. What's up?
Such a nice person.
Sunny skies again.
Eddy JoJo is a criminal and costs 20,000 studs.
When does it start?
Here's where we can get one of the 5 water coolers for Ryan McLaughlin. He's number 12 because I get 3 other character tokens along the way because these 5 water coolers are all over the place. There's one. There's another water cooler in here around the corner from the ice cream machine. We blasted the door open before with some dynamite. There's 2.
I need to get back onto the case.
I'm not sure I trust this direction.
There's another one in here. We need a construction worker for this one. The reason Chase keeps saying that he needs to get back onto the case is because I had to go back to a really old save game to redo these water coolers.
Observatory. How on earth will they hide?
I wonder if
Here's the third one. Here's a yellow color swapper for Pat Petterson. We can get him at the other hotel in this district. Pat Petterson is in the police category and costs 20,000 studs. Okay, now we're back to Ryan, sorta. There's a green color swapper in here for the 4th water cooler. To get to the secret police shield, or Mario Superstar, we need to get to the top of this building with the construction worker. Wow, I didn't even need the jetpack for that. Also, you can jetpack around this corner. This is one of 5 police shields or superstars to get for the pop star.
Police business!
There are 4 things to get in there, and we have to jetpack around the building to get in there. But we're really only interested in the magician and the 5th and last water cooler for this video.
I need to get back onto the case.
Now we can use that green paint to get into the planetarium for the 4th water cooler. To get the next 3 character tokens, we can climb up there and go all the way up and around, which I'll show you after I get the Clockwork Robot. Or we can jetpack up there from here. And I might as well get some super bricks while I'm at it. There's a large super brick. Clockwork Robot is a special 2 in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs. I had to turn him with the right stick to get him to do something different. If you keep going to the left, you can get the magician and Ryan McLaughlin. But first, I'll show you how to get up there without the jetpack. I don't know why I'm driving over there. Wow, look at them all. This is the way to go to get the Clockwork Robot without the jetpack.
Oh dear, I shall be too late.
But you'll still need the jetpack for the magician and the last water cooler. Here's where the Clockwork Robot was. Now I'll continue on for the Magician and Ryan McLaughlin. Aim for the center of these circles so you don't fall.
I need to get back onto the case.
I need to finish the story on this saved game. Here's another place where it's easy to fall. The Magician is a special one in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs.
I need another holiday. I am plum tucker.
And here's the 5th water cooler for Ryan McLaughlin. The token is at the north end of the mall. Here's a small super brick. And before you leave, if you haven't captured the alien yet, you might as well do that while you're in here.
What's shaking?
Now I'll go get the token for Ryan McLaughlin from all those water coolers. Ryan McLaughlin is a firefighter and costs 10,000 studs. I could get the Spartan Warrior character token starting right here, but I think it's more fun to go off a couple launch pads to get there. Now I'll smash that thing. You can also get up here this way and stop right here to get those 3 characters in the gym. Spartan Warrior is a special one in the civilian category and costs 10,000 studs.
Get out of the way!
Hey, what's up?
Here's where we can get the Luke Cashmore character token at the top of Wheatley's Bakery building. It's funny how they put a capital S at the end of their name instead of apostrophe S. Is that a thing I don't know about, or just a typo in the game? If you don't see the circle on the ground, you'll need to either play through the story until you unlock helipads, or if you already did that, then just fly a helicopter over to this helipad and go down the stairs and take the elevator down to the ground. That'll unlock the elevator at the bottom. I looked it up and found out that Luke Cashmore is named after the game's lead action and vehicle designer. Luke Cashmore is a resident in the civilian category and costs 2,000 studs. I like this car, the Gersemi. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. and subscribe to see when I upload new videos. And I'll see you next time.